right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, guys, I'm not even going to mess around. I'd like to introduce for you the head honcho of the House of Sparks, Florida, and his name is John Baxter. John, welcome to the show, sir. How are we doing today? Let this crowd calm down. They're crazy. You know, at Truth by WDR, we got a bunch of crazies in the house, John. So good to see you, John, my friend. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Can't complain. Changing the world, ending chronic disease, creating solutions, not focusing on the problems.
I love it. I'm so proud of the work that you've been doing out there, John. I want you to know I'm one of your biggest fans. I've heard about you about 4 years ago. First I heard of you was on Nicholas Veniamin, right, buddy?
That was a big show. A lot of people saw that show. That was a big show. I was happy that people accepted my message. It was a long time coming, and each day we're lifting boulders over here, trying to get them over, and we've been successful at doing this.
Absolutely. I was just wondering real quick, how did you connect with Veniamin? Because this was like 4 years ago. I never heard of him. I never heard of you. I never heard of the Truther community. But I got to tell you something, John, what an important person you are, and certainly Nicholas, because I remember 4 years ago, I was lost in space, man. The election was stolen from us. I was about to jump off a bridge, and it was a very scary time for us, but it was so rewarding for me. And I want to personally thank you, because if it wouldn't have been for me finding out about guys like you, Nicholas, Charlie Ward, Scott McKay, you know the guys. You guys came in to our world. You got picked up on social media, and you guys have really done a great job. You know, the slogan here at the House of Sparks is to speed the plow to heaven on earth. And I'd like to thank you, John, for all the work that you've done to speed the plow to heaven on earth through all of the work that you've done. I just want to thank you for that, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much, WDR. That means a lot. I appreciate you, appreciate your audience, and we're here to win. In a sense where, you have to have the confidence, you have to trust and believe in yourself, God, and just know that even if people call you crazy, you got to follow through, because likely you're not.
Right.
Maybe you're just ahead of time. And the thing is this has been a big blessing to me, to be able to help so many tens of thousands of people worldwide. And each and every day, if you saw us at our location here, I am constantly on it. My mission and purpose is, it truly is. And we focus on this each and every day. We're getting better each and every day. And that's why I'm saying something that we hear about chronic disease. We only usually hear about the problem of it, but no one's got a solution. So how did we get here? Through a lot of dedication, hard work, never giving up. We just never give up. And that's how we get it. And we just don't have give up in us. This is much more important. I lost faith in the medical system over 25 years ago, but it really started near the time I was born, being poisoned and this type of stuff that happens to all of our kids. No one can say, "Hey, Mom, I can't drink that milk. I'm being poisoned." What are you talking about? There's no evidence that milk would cause all these mucus problems. Hey, Mom, I can't use that detergent. My skin is cracking and bleeding. Oh, well, there's no evidence behind that. So I had a lack of trust in this system a long time ago, but really I just had to lay down a couple foundational truths about this reality. And this reality, I spent my days in the library ever since I was a kid, studying the major topics of the day, studying all the other things that you weren't supposed to study. And it wasn't until my time where the light bulb went off and I took a deep dive in Nikola Tesla. That was the foundational guy. I can tell you I studied almost every single major person in the history. And he was the guy that totally changed my reality. Once I changed my reality, I started packing truth on truth. I found out truth is circular in nature, because truth, that is the true reality, connects all things. Everything is connected. But today they teach things that nothing is connected, everything's separate. You'll never find your way out of that dark room. So that's why they teach it. Now, when you have reality-based understanding, scientifically and spiritually, you'll see that truth is going to get us out of this mess, and not this, not the lies, not the indoctrination. So what I find myself doing the most is teaching people a new language. That language is called the future of healthcare, and I'm willing to put myself on the line to make sure people are educated and informed to make their best decision and to realize the true reality, and let alone to end human suffering. Because at the end of the day, if it's not you, it's going to be your kids. So when you look at it that way, we better start thinking and acting and understanding something different. We must unlearn what we've learned. This is how we start packing the tracks down and start creating a path forward. So really, in a nutshell, WDR, this is the most rewarding work you can do.
Yeah. I was thinking earlier on today, John, how many people's lives have you saved, my friend? It's absolute. You ever sit back and think about, because I know several people that you straight up are responsible for saving their lives, man. What a calling. What a calling.
You know, when I get on podcasts, sometimes I realize the impact, but I sometimes I forget. I see it every day. We have around 15 people that have come here every day for over 4 years. So I know the impact because people have told me this. And I've done some live shows and stuff like this, and people have jumped on and said, I just want to thank you, John Baxter. You saved my husband's life. You saved my life. And I'm always blown away. And I usually get to tears because who would have thought something that I started a long time ago to help myself, it would impact so many people. So I am living the dream in that sense. And really, I can share all day about the difference in what was taught. I guess you call it reverse engineering, WDR.
Right.
Reverse engineering everything is where I start.
Yeah, good point. I'd like to spend the last 10 minutes that I have with you, John, is just give me an update on what's going on in your life. How are things going? And maybe just real quickly, we talked earlier about the American Medical Association. I can't stand all of these people. I think they're here to destroy us. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the members of that organization that are probably attacking you endlessly. Can you tell me a little bit about help my audience are good people, John. They don't really understand evil as well. There are evil people in this world, and my folks have a hard time understanding what evil is, such as people like Dr. Fauci that will put a bioweapon and call it a vaccine and kill 100 million people prematurely around the world. These people are evil, and we got to fight against them. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have to fight and your experience with these evil folks out there? Can you fill us in on some of that?
Well, the only thing you have to fight is yourself. This sounds crazy, but they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You be careful with how you speak. And I am very careful with how I speak. And that's why I'm not really a target. God has protected me at such a level where if I told you all the stories, I think you would be blown away. But guess what? I can't tell you. It's unfortunate.
I understand.
But the thing is, in many different ways, from breaking my neck to on my own to, so really, like the only thing you have to control is yourself, regardless of what people think and people come after you. Really, if you open the door to their gates of hell or whatever, then that's your own problem, and they've taken you off your line you're walking. So I do believe in spirituality. I do believe in martial arts. I do believe in meditation. I do believe in prayer. And like I said, put me in the throes of the craziest thing, and I will come out on top. I am that confident. And I've been that blessed to even say this.
And you got proof. Your story is proof. Your pain to passion story is true. You want to just quickly tell some of my audience who might not know about how let's see, how did this go? You were in a wrestling match, you broke your neck, and you won. Tell us a little bit about that.
It just goes back to my passion and dedication. But when I broke my neck, I did it on my own move. I did the move. Mm-hmm. So could you imagine what I had to learn? This is like old Jedi stuff. How did I break my neck? I had a little bit of anger when I did something. And it took 15 years of chronic pain to heal myself and find out which technology or how I could find out these answers without getting the surgery. And through that situation, I learned everything. Basically looking at the ceiling at night, wondering why and how 1 second, they always say though, everything can change in a New York minute, but it only takes 1 second and your whole life can change. So when I realized this, sometimes the most powerful teacher is pain. So if you can stay in control, if you can have a lot of pain, which I feel like God's blessed me in such a way where if I gave you this pain, you might just drop down and die.
Yeah.
But I've actually put some years and decades past this. So to get to this level, I feel pretty strong. But through life kind of teachings, life lessons, God will never give you something you can't handle. You have to believe this. Throw the biggest stick at me, please, because I'm going to survive. It's okay. It's okay. And I realize that you need to walk your line. And you got to know your truth, and you got to stand up for it. You have to be, I can tell you this, I'm an introvert that had to become a leader. I was a leader in sports and stuff like that, but at this level, I'm going to be a leader in health technology and a champion for people. And in that sense, nothing really, unless it's myself that stops me, that's the only thing. So always think about that. Your thoughts have so much power over you. People can be throwing negative things at you to weaken your spirit. There's evil out there with the people that are closest to us. Jealousy has been the number one thing around my life that has almost plagued me, almost at the level of putting a curse on me. But what I can say is that you just realize whatever you're going through, how much pain you're going through, you were designed to survive. You were designed to survive without medications. You were designed to survive with little food. You were designed to find the truth within yourself to rise above.
You mean we weren't put on this earth with the need to have needles stuck in our arms? John, the second a baby is born in this world, I found out, the minute, the hour a baby is born, they've already got a needle in their arm. I think they call it vitamin K, man. I'm telling you, I love how you bring that point out, John. God did not put us on this earth with a need to stick any needle in our arm ever.
We are a perfect instrument. What does that mean, Baxter?
Yeah.
Well, think of a guitar. A perfectly tuned guitar works perfectly. A guitar out of tune is just a guitar out of tune that likely, in a sense of your body, it's out of balance. It could be right hemisphere from left hemisphere. It could be a back injury like I had. It could be a lower hip. It could be at our top self, at our potential. You could say that when we're completely balanced in mind and spirituality and health, that we are our best version of ourselves. I learned this from all the technology we use. We talk about things in the Bible like enlightenment, right? We talk about spirituality. We talk about these other figures like Buddha and the rest of them, and they all talk about the same thing, reaching this higher level of consciousness, which includes compassion, includes love, it includes being patient, it includes not attacking your enemy. So the thing is, I am here to make progress. It's not going to help me do anything more to attack a hornet's nest, and even a giraffe, or even a tiger, or even an elephant. So this is a weaving. I learned this in martial arts. I do freestyle martial arts. Things come at me, I evade. There's thought patterns. There's things that will be thrown at you. And, like in the movie The Matrix, right? He dodges those bullets. Mm-hmm. So be that person. Be that person. These things can happen. Dodging bullets is one thing. But yeah, we all are. We are all doing the stuff that I'm saying right now. Now, if you allow trauma, addiction, negative entities, people that don't have your best interest, toxic relationships, are all there to hold you captive in a box. We know that this matrix is built this way. The real matrix is nature, universal law, universal code. We know that the reality we're in now is a man-made. It's a man-made. And since it's been man-made, it's been bastardized to keep us in a box. Fear. Fear is the biggest box. You got to break out of that one. We got to break out of ignorance. We got to break out of all these different boxes to achieve this level where we find our heart and realize likely that's more beneficial than our head. And I'm not saying use discernment. Don't follow the spirituality without discernment, because people will take advantage of you and hurt you. Use discernment to evade, but also use your discernment to basically follow this spiritual path, whatever your spiritual path may be. But the end goal, like, what is the end goal for this body? What is the end goal for your body, right? Has anyone told you the highest level of health? It's not your vitals. Your vitals is not your highest level of health. All the ancient texts talk about it. There's a higher level of consciousness. The easy word is called enlightenment. There's many different words for this. There's many different languages. There's many different things, but one of these words was removed from the Bible. And essentially, it's to ascend to a higher level. Your frequency ascends to a higher level, and guess what? It's attractive. People want it. People want to get it. They want to know how to use it. This little mechanism is how we change the world. Because if there's enough people that are vibrating at a higher frequency, really, that, like, whatever that 99 monkey effect thing is, one person gets it, another person gets it, another person gets it. We have a powerful Sparks army, right? Mm-hmm. And we all are. So if we're going to change the world, it has to start with this little tiny team here. And I kill cancer. And the thing is, I call cancer anything. Cancer is the disease of can't. And as soon as we start getting can't out of our vocabulary and around us, I do this with our own team. I tell them, if we're ever going to change the world, this little group of people here has to accelerate their understanding to the level of working together, working cohesively, making sure that we got each other's backs. We live in truth. And when we do that, guess what? It wasn't this hard thing. It really wasn't that hard. It was really this intention we had and how this team operates. They will say one person could bring down $100 million company. A negative person in a company, just one, could bring down a huge company. Why? Because they're cancerous. They haven't been taught, and it's not your goal to change everyone, but they will realize it sooner or later. The honest truth is, if we can change our little group into this understanding, it's literally a manifestation. You don't know how it works. You don't know what's going to happen in 10 minutes. You don't know what's going to happen in 10 years. But this is how it operates. You're pushing something invisible, and something will eventually push back. And you'll be like, I told you so. You have to change the group mindset. Once we change the group mindset and everyone's on the same page, it will be like the things you had intentions for, likely in the most weird and mysterious ways, will be given to you. And that goes for the questions I used to have. So how did I get here? First, you have to have the question. Guess what? Leave it up to the universe to get the answer. Don't plan for the answer. Just realize that you had the question and that you're open to receive the answer. This is how Nikola Tesla figured out all this frequency medicine.
Yeah, that's my man. John, thank you so much for coming on here. Do you have any words of wisdom? Oh, should I give you the Nicholas Veniamin? I haven't seen Nicholas in a while, but is there anything you'd like to say before we finish?
Well, I think we had a good talk. I haven't been on your show for a little while. I missed you. Missed everyone. And, just make sure, replay this video. There was a lot of stuff we talked about. Mm-hmm. The stuff changing heaven on earth, it's in our control. And if you believe that this is not a coincidence, start thinking like that. This is not a coincidence. And
no such thing.
And realize there's a path forward. Every single person that is involved is doing the rewarding work. And it's an honor and blessing that, it got to this level, and we will work together to win. And that's like, it's okay to play to win, because if we don't play to win, we're going to be playing to lose.
Yeah.
Forget it. Like, let's win. You guys care about sports so much. We can actually play to win. We don't have to worry about being soft. We don't care about referees. Basically, we play to win, and we're doing it in a fashion that has good intention. Our intention is to end this chronic disease and to get healthier and better. Don't, do it for yourself, but do it for your kids.
Absolutely, my man. There you have it, folks. And John, I don't know if you know this, you are the number 5 expert in the world. I don't know if you knew that, but there you go, folks. The number 5 expert in the world, John Baxter. John, thank you so much. John, we're going to connect after the show, okay? We got some big shit going on here, okay? I want you to know you are number 1 on the House of Sparks runway. You're number 1 on my runway. You have an open invitation anytime you want to come out on my show and make an announcement. You're in there. And by the way, man, thanks for stopping in. You're the best.
We got this. We got this, guys.
Take care, bud. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. John Baxter, my top.